Okay, so in this video we're going to have a look at reverse percentages, and these are the types of questions that ask you to work out the value of something before it's been increased or decreased by a percentage. This is better explained if we have a look at a question. So here we have a question that says, in a 20% off sale, a coat is priced at £50. And it's asking how much the coat was worth before the sale. Now, when doing these types of questions, I always recommend writing it out as if you were actually doing the increase or decrease yourself. So, we have a coat that's worth, well, we don't know what it's worth, so I'm going to use the letter X to represent what it was worth before the decrease. Now, we've decreased this value of the coat by 20%. So, if we were doing this on a calculator, we would have done times by 0.8. The 0.8 representing 20% off 100%. And that equals our new price of £50. Now this shows us how we can work out this unknown quantity. Here we have times by 0.8. Now, I don't want the times by 0.8 there, I want it on the other side, so I've got x on its own. So I'm going to rewrite this as x equals my £50 divided by 0.8. So this 0.8 has been moved over to the other side, and because it's gone past the equal sign, it's become a divide. So this is now just a calculator away. So we're going to do on our calculators the 50 divided by 0.8. Typing that in, I get £62.50. So here's another question. The price of petrol has increased by 18%. It is now selling at £1.08 per litre. What was the cost before the increase? So I'm going to start exactly the same way as I did with the last question. Write it out as if I was doing the increase myself. So, the price of petrol before the increase, well, we don't know what that is, so I'm going to write that with an X. And that was increased by 18%. So that's times by 1.18. Well, that's 100 plus 18% as a decimal. And that equals our new price of £1.08. I don't want the 1.18 on this side, so I'm going to move it over to the other side. And when it goes over to the other side and it's past the equal sign, the times becomes a divide. So that's £1.08 divided by 1.18. We're now just a calculator away from the answer, which is 0.91, and then the calculator goes 5 to 5. Well, that's not useful in its current format because money is usually rounded to 2 decimal places. So I'm going to round this answer to 2 decimal places. So that becomes 92 pence. Here's a question I would like you to have a go at now. So in the last 5 years, the price of Freddos has increased by 30%. They currently cost 20p. What was the cost of Freddos 5 years ago? So pause the video now and I'll come back with the answer shortly. So if we go through the same steps as we did prior to this question, the price of Freddos before the increase, well, we don't know what that is, so that's X, and it's times by, well, it's increased by 30%, so that's 1.3, and that equals our new cost of 20 pence. Now, rearrange that, we get X equals 20 pence divided by 1.3, and typing that into a calculator gets us X equals 15.384 and that carries on the calculator. However, we're looking at money here, and money's rounded to the nearest pence, so that's just 15 pence for Freddos 5 years ago. And that's it. We've looked at, in this video, reverse percentages, where we're asked to work out the cost of something or the value of something before an increase or decrease by a percentage.